City up and about moving. This one's called Look Away, Look Away.
Okay, I'd like to, well, I'm very pleased to welcome Tony and Mike Peters to the bass sessions today. Thanks for taking time to join us, lads.
Pleasure.
And of course we're here to talk about Big Country. And it's been about 10 years nearly, hasn't it, since Stuart's untimely and tragic death?
Yeah, 9 years.
Yeah.
And that's deliberate, you know, don't want to make it a 10-year anniversary thing.
Oh, right.
You know, we're just doing this because it's the right time to do it.
Well, I was going to ask you actually, why have you come back now?
Lots and lots of reasons. I mean, lots of pressure from punters over the years. You know, people wanting to do this, and myself personally not wanting to do it for an awful long time.
Right.
And then making stipulations that if we do it, we get somebody very, very decent, somebody who's got the spirit and the feeling and the passion for it. And there was only one name, and really it was Mike, who I've admired for years, not only with what he does with the Alarm, but his own stuff and the way he carries himself in this business. It's very much in the spirit of what we used to do as a band.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't to be a pop star, to do something brilliant and great and do it
Well,
with feeling and spirit.
A proper kind of musical journeyman, really.
And there's not many people who I would have considered sort of have got those qualifications, otherwise they would have been in Big Country.
Yeah, yeah.
And I am.
So,
How have you found the show so far, Mike?
Well, it's been a real emotional roller coaster ride. Great fun because the feeling is mutual.
Yeah.
We all met in the very early 80s, and there's the people that you can share the kind of life experiences that I've had and Tony's had. We're a very rare breed.
Yeah.
So to be together and have all the shared history that we have, and the experiences we've all been through together as being the similar age, from the same generation, and similar life journeys with this kind of rise and fall and regrouping of our bands and the music that we've made, the integrity that I feel both bands, the Alarm and Big Country, have. The audience is so similar, and so it's great to be in the bosom of people that know and respect and love you and understand what you do as an individual, and that's what's sort of glued us all together as musicians very quickly. We have a shared history that is the glue amongst ourselves.
Brilliant. And the fans have accepted it, and I would imagine really, as you say, there's only one man to fill those shoes, and you might have done it really. I mean, in the way that
you can't really fill the shoes. You know, Stuart was an individual, he was a genius, and he was his own man. But you know, we can celebrate his life, and you know, Big Country was a collective. You know, the band wasn't shaped by one person alone. No. And as much as you know, Stuart's passing was terrible for everyone concerned, and it was such a tragic way. But what we want to do is celebrate the good
music
things,
and those songs,
and celebrate everything that Big Country stood for.
it was very important for whatever we did not to be a shoe-filling exercise. It had to represent the band in spirit, and it had to make its own way.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, to try and get somebody to emulate Stuart was just completely out of the question. I mean, one of the reasons why I never did it is because, you know, people like Queen put me off, you know, trying to sort of replace Freddie in certain ways, and it just didn't feel comfortable. I certainly didn't want to see this exercise being made as a cynical one.
Foremost, kind of the most important thing was going out there and playing those songs live, wasn't it, and getting that kind of enthusiasm and that kind of feedback from the audience, and that's something that's really important for that kind of...
We did experiment. I mean, we came back in 2007 to celebrate the 25th anniversary, but we insisted that we did it as a three-piece, because for the first time we decided to do something which is just selfish. We wanted to pay respect to Stuart, his memory, and the songs. Doing it as a three-piece is something we wanted to do. It wasn't a commercial venture, but it was a way of just us showing everybody what we wanted to do and what we felt. This is different. This is bringing the band back to life properly.
Actually, I was going to ask you about the future. What does the future hold for the band at the moment?
The future is just now, really. I mean, you know, we're doing this as the first tour. We're coming to the end of it. It's been a brilliant experience. We've got April coming up. You know, we're going to go through those to see how those do. Hopefully we'll get some good festivals this year. I mean, possibly Isle of Wight. I'd love to do Tea in the Park. I'd I'd love to do anything else that comes away, and then we go from there. Mike's a busy man.
Yes,
So
I know.
this guy's got a career of his own. We're kind of squeezing.
This man's got several careers on his own.
Yeah, so you know, we're lucky to be able to sort of get him as much as we have done this year. So I think we've got to sit down and look at diaries and feelings and ambitions,
Yeah.
and then come the end of summer and then take it from there.
Fantastic. And I mean, we're going to finish up now, but is there anything you'd like to say to the fans? I know that you've got websites that you keep in touch with people, and the same with the Army. The communication is always there, but is there anything you'd like to say on this clip?
Nothing's changed.
Right.
You know, Stuart's not here, but nothing's changed.
Fantastic.
His spirit's with us. He will always be with us, and it's great.
Great. Thanks for taking the time to join us on the day session, guys.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Much appreciated.